Theseus' speech, when he says more strange than true, and he's very skeptical of the stories the lovers have told. He doesn't believe for a minute that they've had the experiences they claim. And he's skeptical of anything that isn't based on cool reason, scornful about imagination. But he gives some of the most beautiful defenses of the poetic imagination that exist in the English language. He says, "The poet's eye in a fine frenzy rolling doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven, and as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name." So that right there in those 4 lines, in the midst of Theseus' speech, which is pretending or presuming to be a critique of the imagination, he describes what Shakespeare is doing. He's creating the shapes of the imagination and giving them a local habitation and a name, a real place and a name, Puck or the Fairy Queen. And so he creates for you this beautiful description of the power of the imagination, even as he thinks that he's scornful of it. So he may not realize that he's been carried along by the power of the fantasy world, but it is informing his language despite himself. And that's another one of Shakespeare's little jokes, that you can see another layer of meaning, a subtext that gives an ironic critique of what he thinks he's saying. And that's true of so many Shakespearean moments when a character is giving you the strict, formal, proper interpretation of something. When you look closely at the language, you see that Shakespeare is showing you a way to read it against itself.